Hello and welcome back to Courageously Living. I am Tara and you are watching your weekly energy forecast. And before we get going, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the horrific flooding that is happening in Texas. There has unfortunately been a lot of loss of life, and there's, as of recording today on Sunday, July 6th, this will post on the 7th, there is still missing children and possibly missing adults as well. So sending so much support and divine love and healing to everyone that is impacted by this massive flooding event in Texas. It's really hard to watch the destruction. So much love and compassion and healing to everyone in Texas. For switching topics now, you actually haven't seen me for a couple weeks. I have been emotionally exhausted processing lots of different things that were really, really deep for me. And I couldn't come on, you guys. I feel bad, but I do feel that I'm through kind of the worst of that processing and being back and showing up for you fully. The other thing that I wanted to talk about before we kind of get into the actual week is starting from the 4th, going through the 10th. This week is jam-packed with astrology, so much astrology that I am just going to hit the highlights. I'm not even going to really talk about what it all means, except that all of this can kind of normally happen, but not all at once. This is really, really big things. And so we're going to feel it. We're going to feel it collectively. We're going to feel it internally. Things are shifting. Things are moving. Things that you thought were solid in your life all of a sudden get flipped upside down. And that's probably what I did the last 2 weeks, just a little earlier. I tend to sometimes feel the astrology a little bit before it happens. So it can really rattle people and really shake things up. But here's the big ones. Please listen to some other astrologers, because there is so much more than I am even touching. I will recommend Pam Gregory. I always recommend Pam Gregory as an astrologer. And then Iris J, she does a lot of really almost poetry with the astrology moving in, definitely from a divine feminine point of view. So I will also link to her YouTube channel as well. So both of those women I highly recommend to kind of, if you are more interested in kind of understanding what all the astrology pieces are. But here's just the big ones for you. Neptune retrograded on the 4th of July into Aries. At the same day, Venus moved into Gemini. Now, Neptune is about illusions, delusions, creating things out of dreams. And when any planet goes retrograde, it's bringing that inward. Venus is the planet of love, money, enoughness, values, beliefs. And because of Neptune's influence, that's probably going to feel a little bit more internal and external for you. And then Uranus, the planet of change, the planet of where are you not free, is moving into Gemini it'll be the 7th, so it'll be the day that this video posts. And that is actually, you know what, I might actually post this video later tonight on the 6th, so that you guys can have it fully for it to start your week. So I think I'll probably do that. Oops, I got my camera blurry. There we go. So the planet of where you are not free moves into the sign of communication. So it's going to be a lot of communication with yourself, communication with family, business, work-related, community. It's going to kind of hit all communication. So expect some uncomfortable truths to possibly come out, and truths that are ultimately moving us forward, again, individually and collectively, but it can definitely be a rocky ride as we move through some of this. And then we have Jupiter moving into Cancer, which Jupiter just wants more. It wants to expand. It doesn't really care if it's expanding problems or really cool things. It's just expansive energy. And Cancer, the house of home, nourishment. So whatever's probably going on with the Neptune, Venus, and Uranus piece for you, especially related to your home life, Jupiter is going to magnify that massively. So it can be some major, major shakeups. Please, please remember that it also can be nurturing for yourself. So find those moments on how you're going to nurture yourself, even if that means just taking a 3-minute longer shower. If that means, if you have the ability to take a nap, take a nap. If you have the ability to rest for 3 minutes or 5 minutes, take that rest time. Because our nervous system is already at max or over capacity. So anything you can do to start to nourish yourself, especially this month, is really going to help you feel a little bit more grounded and not so overwhelmed and stressed. And then if that isn't enough, and again, this is only the big stuff. Like, there is so much more that all the astrologers are actually talking about. We have a full moon in Capricorn on the 10th, which is Thursday. So Capricorn is about work, structures, getting things done in an orderly manner. And with all of this change, and with full moons in general, it's about releasing that. So it's releasing those structures that no longer work for you. It's releasing those confines that you've maybe dealt with for decades. And all of a sudden you're like, I'm not playing this game. I'm not engaging with the way it's always been done. It can lead to a lot of upheaval. So please, again, be gentle with yourself. Show yourself love and compassion and kindness the best you can. I know sometimes that's a tall order, even for me, like that self-worth piece, that, really saying, oh yeah, I'm worthy to take that nap. I'm feeling worthy to take that nap. Or that 20 minutes of rest time, or whatever it is. We tend to be like, oh, we've just got to move through it. All of this is asking us to slow down and process what we are feeling, because the emotions are going to be everywhere. And with that, again, that's just the big stuff. So check out the 2 astrologers that I'm posting in the link below to find out even more if you want to go deeper on the astrology piece. But this week, and that's not even really dealing with any of the moon transits and stuff that I normally talk about with all of you. I really thought that this week was going to be a good week to do love and connection with notes from the universe, because that really is, I think that's another way we can add that little bit of extra nurturing to ourselves this week. And these are all cards about the kind of the divine love. So let's see what we got for our overall this week. Aw. Start where you are. This is going to, this week, this month, next month is really going to feel like we're playing catch up, that we're being zigged and zagged and on a really kind of awful roller coaster. And I really don't like roller coasters. But it's going to kind of feel like that. So this is really reminding myself and you to just start where you are. Wherever you're feeling today, start there. Start there. And do that for kind of the entire week. Do your check-ins with yourself of where are you? What are you feeling today? What is your emotions today? Start where you are. Perfect card for the overall for the week. And on Monday and Tuesday, we have a Sagittarius moon, a fire moon, kind of starting the week off right. Usually Sag is kind of about like, let's have some fun. It's ruled by Jupiter. Not going to guarantee that it's going to be fun these next couple of days, but it can be really intense. And with Jupiter and a fire moon, that definitely can add to the intensity. And I go where you go. Looking at that Sag moon of whatever you're feeling is going to be intensified. It's got that Jupiter energy. It's got that fire energy. So be conscious that you do have some support with you from an astrology perspective this week, and know that it can be intense, and that's okay. Give yourself that count to 10. Give yourself that walk away from the email before you hit send. All those things are definitely going to help you this week, especially for Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is Capricorn moon, with our new moon being on the 10th. And again, that's asking us to release kind of things that no longer serve us, because love is the reason. What are you choosing to do from a place of love? Love for yourself, love for your family, love for your friends, love for your fellow humans. What are you choosing? We get to choose every day how we show up in the world. And we get to choose every day how we have interactions with people. Are you coming from a place of divine love and respect? And if you're not, are you ready to release how you have been coming from? Capricorn, old structures, old ways of doing things. Come from a place of love. And we finish off the week in an Aquarius moon, the Saturday and Sunday. Aquarius is modernly ruled by Uranus. Where are you not free? Traditionally ruled by Saturn, structures. What is trying to hold you in? And you will be surprised. What if the surprises are good for you? And what if in the moment the surprises aren't particularly feeling very good, but for long term, they're going to help you connect more with love, the divine love. So there is your cards for this week. If you want to go deeper, I do have a Patreon membership that is $8 a month, and we do a different reading for our weekly, and I also do a video on new moons and full moons and kind of some lots of other information that and resources that can help you get through this time, because it's a really intense period. So I also have the link down below. Make sure you check that out. And I will talk to you on the next video. Please, please, please give yourself a self-hug. Self-hug. You have a private side and a public side, and especially with everything going on, both sides really do need, and I don't use that word a lot, but need your extra nourishing, loving care for yourself. Bye for now.